I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his man on the crossing route. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, let's go! Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, Ryan. That's a strong rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, let's go! Let him go!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, hey. Let's rock now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. For the Falcons coming onto the field here, they're getting ready for that Thursday night opener against the Eagles on September 6th. Their preseason slate, well, not that great, 0-4. But, look, I don't think that that's indicative of how good of a team this is.
I would agree with that, and I don't think they're concerned about it. When you're a good franchise, good organization, you don't care as much about your record in the preseason. To me, their season comes down to how well does their defense play. And they've continued to improve it. Tack McKinley now will start at defensive end. They've got to get Vic Beasley going again, rushing the quarterback at another end. Deion Jones in the middle is a heck of a playmaker, but I think their MVP on defense this year will be their safety, Keanu Neal.
First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week one. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter. And Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On first down, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now Ryan, caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, Ryan. Looking deep for who? It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll run it with Coleman. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. I'm curious to get your thoughts for Carolina as we head into the regular season as they come out here on offense. 3 years ago, we know what they did. 2 years ago, struggled. Then last year, back to 11-5. What does 2018 hold?
I think they'll tweak things a little bit more on offense with a brand-new offensive coordinator. Cam Newton continues to be Cam, of course. Christian McCaffrey will be the full-time lead running back. And Curtis Samuel will be an all-purpose guy for them. So I'm looking forward to watching that continue to happen. Of course, Greg Olsen continues to be their primary target downfield. Flipping it over to the defensive side of the ball, there's still no better linebacker in the league than Luke Kuechly.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it 1st on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Let's rock now. Hey, hey, Katie. On the ball, on the ball.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, gun, gun.
On second down, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Great.
To throw on second down is Newton. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into Week 1. Who do you have this season?
Well, it wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions. All right, both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta.
Wow.
I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. At the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta. The first time ever we're going to have a home team win in their home stadium.
You heard it here first.
11.
Now Ryan on second down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 78 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On the incompletion, I turn to you as we continue to do all these Week 1 predictions, and I ask Rookie of the Year, could this be a battle for Gotham between Darnold and Barkley.
I like it. I like that a lot. A quarterback, Sam Darnold with the Jets, a runner, Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants. But I'm thinking defense.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Terrell McClain with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Funchess is free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 81 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down, here's Ryan. Jones has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He sets to fire and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His throw incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up a...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. One last throw here for Newton. He shakes it off. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter